Hi, thanks for joining us once again at Collector's Corner with our special guest tonight, well, hero, and Daniel Mobley once again, artist, and I have a cat joining us as well.
Comic cat.
Live, coming to you live. All right, Comic Cat. So yeah, today we wanted to take a moment to talk to you guys about Daniel's cover that he did that we are going to be raffling off for free tomorrow at Free Comic Book Day. And we're hoping that you guys will be as excited about this book as I am. And this is actually from one of the blank covers DC put out for Milestone Returns, which I'll let Daniel give you a little bit more of a background on. But just to show you guys real quick how stunning this is, right here. This is the front, and he went over the top and didn't just do a full color hand-drawn original front, but also did the back cover as well. Absolutely awesome work. As a random side note, I will have issue 1 and 2 of Octopus available, which is his book, for sale tomorrow at Free Comic Book Day. So be sure you check that out. Support, you know, the indie comic creators, ex-local, but still local in my heart, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
All right. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about, I guess, the materials you used to make that, and then also kind of your thought process behind what you, why you came up with the characters and the designs that you did for that cover.
Yeah, as far as the tools, I used brush pen. I used, yeah, it was mostly brush pen. I used, of course, mechanical pencil to get the, you know, layout down for it. And mainly just brush pen and ink.
Very cool.
Still experimenting with a lot of different things, but it's nice to, you know, be able to sit down and do, you know, artwork completely by hand, because we use so much digital now, you know. But you kind of forget how liberating it can be to use, you know, real physical tools to create a work of art. So that was refreshing. I hadn't felt that in a while. So.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I'm glad that we were able to give you that kind of feeling back. You know, I've seen some of the work you've been posting for your own creation, Octopus, and some of that stuff just blows me away. I absolutely adore your style and how your artwork has grown over the years. It's very, very cool. Yeah. One of the other things that I particularly like about both of the artwork that you did here for this one is kind of the negative space that you used in there too. It's cool. I like the style that you got there. So
thank you.
Yeah, very exciting. So I guess, so what are your plans for Free Comic Book Day? Not being in the area, is there a local shop down there that you have that you can actually get out to?
Yes, Comic City 2, TOO, is my shop that I go to every week down here in Tennessee, in the Madison area, kind of in Nashville. And some really cool guys there, a lot of great stuff there. And they're going to be, you know, celebrating just like you guys, you know, doing different things. So I'm not scheduled to, you know, sit in or do anything like that, but it'll be nice to just, you know, go there and pick me up some books, pick up my books for the week, and just.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually don't know what it's like to go to a Free Comic Book Day event, not as an organizer. So, but I do know just from other experiences on how cool it is, and it's definitely a completely different feeling. So, you know, enjoy it, relax, enjoy the day off, enjoy the the hustle and bustle of what Free Comic Book Day is for the consumers. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just glad to see, you know, that we could actually have it. You know, everyone is out and about, and you know, as far as I'm concerned, we've come a long way. You know.
Yeah, we absolutely have, and I appreciate you bringing up that point, actually, because that is something that I have touched on before, but I wanted to make sure I made everyone, just to talk about it a little bit more, is I want everyone coming out to this event to be comfortable, to be able to come out. That's one of the reasons why we're having it outdoors as opposed to an indoor venue, so we can have that fresh air. Be able to social distance more. Right. You know, if you want to wear a mask, come in, wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask and you're vaccinated, then, you know, that's great. There's no good way to enforce this. You know, I mean, this has been a discussion that everyone's been having for quite a while. Right. But ultimately, I don't want people, I want this to be a kind of stress-free event, right? I want to be able to see people once again, because it's been a year and a half since I've been face to face with 98% of these people. And I am chomping at the bit to be able to do that again. It's the thing that I miss the most about running a physical store. And being able to do things like this is great. Being able to chat with people, you know, via text or, you know, through a door when I drop stuff off or whatever is good too. But it pales in comparison to the connection that all of us made in our local comic shop on a daily basis. Right. And so that's some of the stuff I want to get back into and I'm excited about. And I know my entire family is, and we've got a great group of people that are volunteering. But you know, I think everyone that's going to be working for us or volunteering for us has all been vaccinated. With the exception of my youngest son, who's only 9 and can't be. Right. But he will be wearing a mask. And, you know, again, I just want everyone, whatever your decision is, to be comfortable about this and feel good about coming out and celebrating. Like I said, we are going to be social distancing. We will have hand sanitizer out. That's 70% alcohol, so it will kill the coronavirus. Right. And, you know, we are going to have things like Live Oak Coffee House is donating cold brew coffee because it's supposed to be a decently warm day tomorrow. And so, you know, we will have things like that people will be, you know, kind of getting into and touching, but everything is also going to be disinfected in between people. Right. So we're going to be safe. And that's what I ultimately want, because I would feel horrible if I even heard of one person getting sick, you know, at an event that we were putting on, because that's obviously not what we want to see happen. Absolutely. Yeah. But I don't want to preach about anything. I just want people to have fun and enjoy. So that's awesome. Yes. I don't know what kind of special events you guys have going on down there, but we're going to have costume contest. We're going to be taking social media pictures. So the way that people are going to be able to play a part in the raffle is this year we're doing it 100% completely free. And what we want is, we've actually paired up with a lot of businesses around town. So we're asking people, whether it's at our event or at a different business, take a selfie in front of a business or in front of our table or at our booth or with the firemen or the policemen or the medical people that are going to be out, and just post it to social media. Tag Collector's Corner, and that will get you entered. You could win fun things like this. We've got Live Oak Coffee House is donating some stuff, and a bunch of other places are as well. So I'm really excited about that. We got some really great gifts that we're going to be giving out, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, that's the thing that I really want to get the community interacting back to doing. Right. Wish I was there. Yeah. Oh, anytime, you are welcome to come back for a vacation. Bring the missus. We'll have a good time. One day. Awesome. Well, is there anything else you kind of wanted to touch on about the cover that you just?
I drew Rocket once before. It wasn't that long ago. I think it was last year was the first time I had drawn Rocket, but that was the first time I had drawn static.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty fun, and sometimes you realize you don't have a certain style for how you render certain things, like like electricity or whatever. So it was kind of cool for me to kind of discover that, like, oh, how can I make this, really look like electricity or whatever. So.
Oh yeah, I think you knocked it out of the park. It is very, very cool.
Yeah, you just pull from everything you've seen, from the Flash to Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
Did you completely off subject, but because it's a geek thing, and did you watch the Mortal Kombat film?
I did, and I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, and for what it was. I enjoyed it. My brother enjoyed it. We've been fans since we were kids. It came out right when we were, 7, 8, 9 years old. But I
forget how young you are.
He was my brother. He said that I completely made it worse because I have a tendency to dissect a film from, a mythological structure. Because the biggest thing about it, people were like, there's no Johnny Cage.
Sure.
And, my whole idea was they could have included Johnny Cage. That Louis Tan's character could have essentially been Johnny Cage before he became Johnny Cage,
Sure.
Maybe Hollywood is what made him narcissistic and cocky and everything else. And they could have told this story from the beginning, like, this is Johnny before he was Johnny, and then they would have had him in there, they probably would have, it still was a retcon as far as him being related, and all that, but to other characters and stuff like that. But hopefully everyone's seen it, but
yeah.
I'm
awful about spoilers too. So we'll retroactively say spoiler alert here. Again, it's a live show, right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. My brother really enjoyed it. He went right out and got the Blu-ray as soon as it came out. So, yeah, I liked it. I mean,
Very
but
cool.
It's hard to compare it to that original, that original film, because I grew up with that. So
sure. I mean, that one is one of those films that I just wish was so much better than it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also older, and so I came at it from a slightly different angle.
Right.
And I was much more critical, of a film like that, from a game that I just thought was just super sick and crazy,
right?
Because there weren't games like that really, back in the day. I mean, that was the fatalities alone were just insane,
right?
And then I ran into much later in my life my friend Joe, who is a savant at video games, and I lost a lot of my excitement for first person kind of the fighting games. I mean, because I couldn't ever hit him, let alone beat him. So
my brother-in-law said it best. I came into the room to play Injustice with him, and he watched me, play for a few seconds, and he said, at the arcades, I used to hate guys like you.
Yeah, that's great.
So I'm sure he feels your pain.
Yeah, absolutely. I am at best a casual video gamer. I love playing certain games. I have a really, really good learning curve, so I can get decent at a game real quick. But then the people that care more than I do, that are more competitive, get way better than me after a little while. and then I just stopped playing because I can't beat him anymore.
Yeah, I've gotten to that point too, because for some people it's religion, man. You wouldn't believe the amount of time and hours they put into it. It's impressive.
Oh, yeah, when I first met my friend Kirby, he was astoundingly good at Doom.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dating myself here, but and he's actually much younger than I am too. But anyway, the number of hours that he had logged in on that game was truly outstanding, and I'm just like, and I don't know if I've done any single thing for that many hours in my life. I mean, now at this point, and I'm pushing a half century, I have, but that's neither here nor there. We'll ignore that. Although, funny enough, this year Free Comic Book Day actually lands on my birthday. Wow. So, yeah. So I'm actually going to have absolutely zero time to celebrate.
The work is the celebration.
That is very true, actually. That is very true. And actually, I got an early birthday card from my son, who hand drew me a 3-panel little book that was just absolutely cool. So I'll have to share that on one of these shows.
Yeah, I saw some of his work. Rhonda shared, some of his work. He's really good.
He is. He's getting scary. I mean, because none of that talent came from me. So
you sure?
The ability to create things with my hands is non-existent.
Okay, yeah, that's me in 3D art.
Oh well, I find that hard to believe, but
yeah.
But he's my artist in the family, that's for sure. All right. Well, thank you very much, Daniel. I think I've stolen enough time from you this evening, but I appreciate it. And hope you have an amazing Free Comic Book Day down there tomorrow. And if you're in the Mid-Michigan area, make sure you come on out. Midland, we are going to be at the old farmers market at the Tridge, just kind of behind the H Hotel and the courthouse down over there. There will be a Gus Macker tournament going on as well, so it's going to be busy down there, but make sure you come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Farmers market over by the Dow Diamond is actually going to be going on earlier in the day as well. So come on down in the morning, spend all afternoon down, and it's going to be a blast. Free Comic Book Day hosted by Collectors Corner. And thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Have a great afternoon, evening. Have a great evening. It's dark out. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye, guys.